Hey guys, what's up? Daniel here. Today we're taking a look at the Galaxy Z Flip in this really cool purple color. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We did make a video on the black one. The last video was about the black one, and that was a really kind of very just solid color, as you can see right here. We'll check them out in a second and compare them both. But this is just the box. It's very straightforward, very classic Samsung. And then inside of here, we are gonna get the first little piece of packaging material, which inside we have the case for the device. So it's nice that they include a case because this is a delicate phone that you don't want to break. And I've broken this again. I broke this in the last video and I've done it again. I have no idea what I'm doing there. Oh well. And you can see this one's tinted a little bit towards that purple color that is going to be the phone that we're about to open up. So let's go ahead and put this over here. And there we go. So the future changes shape. Meet your Galaxy Z Flip. And it says, of course, the exact same thing as in the other video, but just in case, it just basically tells you how cool you are for getting the Z Flip. Well, there that goes. Care instructions, and don't press the screen. Don't put any cards inside when you're folding it. Basically, this is a very delicate device. Please treat it with care, is all this is saying. Now, supposedly it has a glass screen when using it, and when I was using this one, it definitely doesn't feel like glass. It just feels like a hard plastic of sorts. So let's just go ahead and remove this. And it says here, when using a wireless charger, fold the device and place the center of the devices back on the center of the wireless charger, of course. And just remove this right here. And there we go. This mirror purple cool color that is kind of the main one that Samsung is advertising there. It's definitely very reflective, very mirror-like. The black one definitely doesn't reflect close to as much as this one right here. It still looks pretty neat. It definitely attracts the eye. So you can see it there. Looks cool, looks interesting. Definitely, I guess if you're getting this phone, you probably might as well go with this color since it's really the special one, right? Just so it looks interesting, I guess. I might go with the black one if I were to get this phone, but what would you choose? Let's go ahead and boot this up and check this out. Unfortunately, in the last video, I realized that I had this polarizer of sorts on my camera, and it was ruining the screen and everything. It was making it look everything super bad, so I have no idea. Good thing I fixed it for this video because the other one looked pretty bad. Made the screen look really bad too. All right, so I'm gonna interrupt the video real quick just because I actually finished this whole video that you're watching without ever opening up the rest of what's inside of here to show you. So let's just go ahead and open this and just show you what else is in the box, which is really nothing special aside from the phone and the case. You know, everything else here is just a fast charger. You get your USB Type-C charger and then some USB Type-C AKG branded headphones, and these are actually always great. The AKG headphones that come with Samsung devices are awesome. I have some still from like my S10 days or S9 days, and those are still some that I use that are really great. So that's what you get in here. There's also a little USB Type-C to USB so that you can transfer data from older devices, and that's all you're gonna get in the box. So yeah, let's continue with the video. All right, so there we go. Again, this is the Z Flip. Of course, let's go ahead and fold it here and unfold it, and you can see it there. It definitely does have, you know, that nice force when you close it. So you want to hang up on somebody, you can hang up on somebody. You're gonna feel accomplished when you do it, and much cooler than whoever is on the other side of the phone, of course, unless they're using one of these, in which case they would win out. And if then they're using one of these, then there's no competition against anything, because this is the ultimate coolness factor. I don't know if you remember, but if you had a Razr, you were cool, but if you had a Sidekick, you were like ultra cool. It's just so good. So hopefully all these things start making a comeback. I really want a dual screen device of sorts that kind of flips open in a really cool way. I know there's a few dual screen devices out there, but they don't flip open in a super cool way like this. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's so cool. So this is checking for updates, and just for size comparisons real quick, let's go ahead and just show you the Razr, the one we're all, of course, comparing all these foldable devices to. And you can see it there. Look at that. The height is almost the exact same as a Razr when it's opened up, interestingly enough. Of course, it's wider, and it's about the same thickness, honestly, which you wouldn't believe it, but yeah, it's about the same, at least on the bottom, not on the top. You can see that there. Now comparing it to a slightly more modern phone, we have the iPhone 11 Pro here. You can see that there, about the same thickness. Of course, when you fold it, it's gonna be twice as thick. And I've heard people complaining that this is thicker in their pockets. However, there is a good reason as to why this is still a good thing, even though it becomes twice as thick in your pocket. And that is simply because if your pocket isn't a long pocket and is instead a short pocket, any device that is too long will just slide out when you sit. And I've seen this happen. People put it in their back jean pocket and the phone is just sticking out and someone could just pull it. With this phone, yes, it's going to be thicker, but it's going to fit into that pocket and no one's going to be able to easily pull it out, or it's not going to fall out of the seat in the movie theater or in the car. So very good thing to keep in mind. That is a very good thing about this. Even though it is thicker, it is still not a terrible thing that it's going to be a little bit wider in your pocket, because in some cases that might actually end up being a better thing than current devices that are longer in your pocket. So don't copy apps and data. Just a second. I wish you could just skip through it and just, you know, just so I can show you guys this here real quick. Let's just skip everything here because I did it on the other one. It took quite a while. Accept this. And let's go ahead and do the fingerprints, because it does have a fingerprint sensor right here on the right hand side. So continue. I'll do a pin here. All right, so let's go ahead and scan the fingerprint sensor here so you can see how fast it is. And it definitely works really well. I'm a huge fan of side fingerprint sensors. I honestly wish this would have caught on with like every manufacturer. Hopefully it comes back or something. I do like face scan, but I also do like the ability to have a fingerprint sensor on there on the right hand side. So let's go ahead to next. And adding the finishing touches here. Sign into your Samsung account. We're gonna go ahead and skip that here. Yes, skip it. Next, done. Right there, all you get is just again telling you to watch out with the screen. We have the Samsung sound. Let's go ahead and click here so that's just not annoying there. And there we go. The Z Fold in this cool purple color, mirror-like neat thing. We have the display right here, which you can go through and see notifications. You can kind of see that there. Let me get it closer. You can tap on things. Oh, I guess you can't tap there. Open the phone for details. There we go. Open the phone for details. We should get the details right there of what's happening. So I guess if you get a text message or anything and you open it here, when you open it, you will have the text message, which is cool. You see me opening it with two hands just because it is a slightly large phone and I don't want to be trying to, I'm sure you can get used to opening this with one hand. I really don't want to poke at the screen right now. It's a really expensive phone. And if I ruin anything, I don't want to risk it, you know, me not being able to return this guy or send it back to Samsung. So there we go. You can see it right there. This is really cool right here. That looks pretty premium. Overall, the phone feels nice. It has a good weight to it. It is a little bit slimmer, as in not as wide as current phones like the 11, 11 Pro Max, the S10 Plus, etc. I do like this really slim form factor because it makes it easier to hold in the hand. It doesn't make it feel like a huge phone, even though you do get a 6.7-inch display diagonally, which is really cool. Now, one of the interesting things here is that it is fully spec'd out as long as you include the specs from 2019, because it has a Snapdragon 855 Plus processor. It has a 12 megapixel camera on the back, dual lens, so it's wide and ultra wide. We have a 10 megapixel camera right here front facing. So it's not a slouch. It's not bad like the Motorola Razr that came out. It's a definite like flagship phone from last year that just happens to cost more than this year's upcoming flagship. So if you're willing to pay the extra, you're not getting a slow phone. This will run anything you want it to run, which is nice. And you get cool features like this where like you can use this like that and prop it up and do cool things like this, or maybe even take a selfie, you know, and do neat things. And it looks super cool in person. This display might look maybe not too big in camera and something when you see it, but that is a big display. That when you fold it in half, it's still what, like a 3-inch, almost 4-inch display. So it's still super duper cool and you get really cool features. I don't know if it automatically has features when you go into apps here. Let's see here. Does it do anything? No, it doesn't really do anything here, but you can still, you would be able to scroll a web page. So maybe you could put a YouTube video up here and then maybe be checking Reddit down here. Things like that, which are really cool. You have the whole bunch camera right up there. It looks neat. Doesn't look bad. It looks cool. Looks like it's part of the design. And overall, it's all just great. You do only have one speaker grill right here at the bottom, along with your USB-C port for charging. This does have wireless charging, which is also nice. Again, the 855 Plus processor inside of this is still really, really good, and it has like a 3300 milliamp hour battery. So that's gonna be enough to last you a day. And again, you can hold it with your hand like this. If you're running, you can grip your phone like this and just, you know, jolt away. You could just, and never feel like you're gonna drop this thing. iPhone 11 Pro, you can of course, you know, just still hold it and run. However, there's something really cool about just, you know, you have this whole phone in your hand right here, and it's neat. Then you open it up and you have a 6-inch display, and when you don't want it, it's away and out of the way and you don't care for it. If you get a notification, you'll see it right here in the little thing. I do wish it was a bigger thing, bigger display here, so you could actually take pictures and stuff, because one of the things that they showed is that if I open the camera here, you can actually see, and you can't right now. Why? Do I have to tap on it? No? Let's see here. I guess I have to open it up while it's still closed. There we go, and it opens up the camera, and there you go. So I guess we can take a picture right there. Let's go ahead and take a picture. Nope, that relocked it. So how do you take a picture then? The volume button? Yeah, you have to click the volume button. It should just be the same thing if the camera is already open. So let's go ahead to the picture, and you can see it right there. So there you go. That's kind of a general overview and kind of just quick unboxing of this. Let's go ahead and put the case on that I never did put on. Right here you can see, let me put that down. Right here you can see there are some kind of stickers. So you remove that and we can just put it on. It just goes on like so. Ideally you'd want to clean the phone before this, but I lost my little thingy to clean the phone over there under all the unboxing materials. And I don't think that's, yeah, that is a kind of a sticky adhesive material, so it stays on. And there you go. That is it with the case right there. Looks pretty cool. Now let's bring in the black one. Just for a quick comparison, I'll probably make a whole video about these two. There you go. The Galaxy Z Flip. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or anything, feel free to comment down below. And also just stay tuned for future videos. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.